All right, so I think I've made a determination for the AT box. I know I posted on my TikTok. I posted the trail picture. I wasn't 100% sold on it yet. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cast my chip in, cast my vote, or make an announcement. Yeah, so I've got something I figured out with it, but I'm gonna make you wait 30 minutes while I talk about a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter before I reveal it. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, I respect you guys too much to do that. So I'll go ahead and start out with the most important thing. That way you can skip or stop watching or fast forward if you want. So most important thing is I'm approaching this chapter very simply, more surface level than anything else I have looked at. It's the shortest chapter. It's the text is barely a full page. It's a quarter page on the one side and 3/4 on the other side. Not even that many photos. It's the picture of the box. Then you get the picture of the coin, and then the full page map. And so it's short, it's sweet. There's not a lot of filler. There's a small description about his childhood, being close to the AT Trail. A little bit about Seth Gold in the box, like always. And then he just gets into, hey, here's the map. And so you look at the map. What do you see? A trail. You see a start. You see the end. You see a bunch of other symbols. But for my bet, and again, so disclaimer, John says it, JCB said it, so I'm going to say it. In the wintertime, don't go out and go see this. If there's snow, don't go out, don't go hunt. Of course, you know, we're Americans. We do what people tell us not to do. I think COVID showed that. You know, when the prize is gold and the prize is money, people are going to go out and do it anyways. They've got snow on the trail. I've already heard from people that are out there. I've heard of dozens of people already out there. So, you know, do with that what you will. But, okay, so now that I've said that, I think it's there. I think the trail is literal. I think the map is literal. I'll go into a few of the other details about it. I don't think this will be a long video. Okay, so starting reading the chapter. All right. No, actually, I didn't even start there. Well, I mean, I did read it. I read the chapter. I think this is the third or fourth time. Still drinking tea. Hoping I can get back to my normal Diet Coke later. But right before the introduction of the map, I think it's important when you introduce something, read the introduction. So he talks about coming full circle, talks about a traditional map. So I'm looking for keywords here: full circle, traditional. Do not judge it harshly. All right. Should I have made it less obvious? Perhaps. Done is done. Basically admitted somewhere along the AT. Again, I'm trying to not let other puzzles bleed into this one. I'm going off of the Kimberly and I have 5 different types of puzzles, and I'm trying to treat each one as separate. It's just hard to get your brain out of that mode. All that's left, again, left, is this left? All that's left for you is to follow this map. And again, I don't know why I'm doing that. It just, my brain sees that coming out. All right, left 4. Have fun, my friend. He mentions have fun several times. Your treasure awaits. And he refers to your treasure, our treasure. I think Mike was the one that asked him about that in one of Mike and K-Pro's interviews. And he said it's a literary license or whatever. But yeah, so again, so you look at the map, right? So I'll show the book. No, I don't think it's going to come out. Eventually, I want to get good enough with software and computers. I want to get a laptop. I'm using my phone for all these videos. I want to get a laptop. I mean, I have a laptop, but I want to get what I'm trying to say is I want to get a nicer setup going. That way I can show stuff on the computer, show it on the screen, instead of just holding it up to you. Maybe that's down the road as I get more comfortable, familiar with this. All right, so this is going to be short. We're hitting 5 minutes. We're going to aim for 10. All right, anyways, bottom line. I really think that you just follow the trail, because what stuck out to me was the triangle that says begin here. That's on the AT. The actual trail is not the AT, right? We all know that. I mean, I think unless you're brand new watching this video, it's the Green Mountain Trail, which only shows up on Apple Maps and All Trails. It doesn't show up in a lot of maps, but if you use Apple Maps, it will show up. So you go to the AT Trail, you can type in Green Mountain Trail, you can type in Little Rock Pond. The big triangle, the begin here, starts on the Appalachian Trail. I think that's significant. And then the dotted line, that's not the AT, it's the, part of it's the round loop connector, whatever, and then it goes into the Green Mountain Trail. And then there's the X, and then, well, there's the arrow that says end, and it points off. So looking at Google Earth, it's a ridge line. Most trails along the AT are along ridge lines. It's along a ridge line, and then the arrow points toward a highway that's about a mile away. And from here, I would need to get boots on the ground to get more information. But from here, going off Google Earth, pretty dense forest. There's 3 streams running down, and it points off to a major road. So when the trail ends, where there's an X and there's an arrow, you know, do you trust the arrow and go to the, if north is this way, go to your left, and you have about a mile of dense forest, which is pretty good. If you hide something, even if I tell you, hey, even if I tell 50,000 people, right, hey, in this X, in this mile of square forest is a box this big, I mean, that's still going to be tough to find. It's still almost impossible in the winter with snow. It's still going to be a tough find. But yeah, that's my solve. I don't know if I'll get a chance to go out there, but maybe in the spring. But yeah, I'm going to go try it. I'm going to take it literal. And I know a lot of people have been doing that. I probably estimate about 150 people have been out there searching. Each one probably averaged a couple days. And I think most of them searched all along the trail, which I don't think it's going to be within eyesight of the trail. But a lot of them have gone off into that slope. I'm just thinking they either didn't go far enough, or maybe they didn't have the eyes. Maybe I'm cocky for thinking I can pick up something that 150 people didn't see. I don't know. Now, if it gets to thousands of people out there, I'll probably admit it's not there. But I don't know. People miss stuff. So yeah, that's, and again, I'm just going off of the simplicity of the map, the simplicity of the theme. The only thing that's not simple is the box, though. It's a beautiful box. Which, is that something? I mean, look at the swirls, look at the mountain shape. Although the X does end on the mountain, like a southern slope of, is it Green Mountain? But yeah, and so the other thing I want to talk about just for the last minute or two, we're at 7 minutes right here. Because I mentioned earlier that I was going to go down the origami road. Nothing really panned out. I looked at the folds on the lines of the graphics. I saw 3 vertical folds, 1 horizontal, 1 half horizontal. If you follow the 3 vertical folds, it just folds into 4 sections. And if you fold it horizontal, the folds don't even match up, because if you fold the paper in half and then fold it again, the crease is going to look different. I looked up the basic origami folds: valley, mountain, kite, swivel fold, squash fold, diamond, yoshimura. That was a Japanese word for diamond. Inside reverse, outside reverse. So those are all the main folds that a combination of those can produce a bunch of animals, a bunch of beautiful things. I mean, it's interesting. Yeah, valley, mountain fold. Yeah, you know, some relation. But I looked at the graphics of what those look like on paper and didn't really get any matches for the lines on the thing. So in my mind, I think it's AI. I think he used a trail overlay on an AI map. And I know, well, I can't say this for sure, but I'll say I've done AI maps before, because in my hunt that I was doing, I wanted an AI pirate-themed old worn parchment paper, and I got a lot of the stuff he got. I didn't get symbols. You might have to change the prompt for symbols. But I'm not even discounting the symbols, because that first week the trail was out, a lot of people found symbols that match. And so they're not in the exact same area, but I mean, there's, I forget, I'm blanking on the top of my head what the name of the ski resort is, but it's close by in Vermont. There's orchards all over the place. There's like a bear mountain, there's a bear's den, there's rocks. I mean, there's even in Google Earth, if you look, there's a whole riverbed pretty close to the trail where you can see all these rocks. And the riverbed, even at patterns, follows the trail pattern, the rock pattern on the top. Yeah, so most of the symbols you can match to it. That's until I see something different, which people in Discord have shared various theories about where it's at. A lot of Vermont, some down south. I mean, I wanted it to be down south. I really did. It'd be easy to explore. I've been down there before with my first hunt. S6 Quest 1, shout out. But yeah, that's really all I got for tonight. I did get a 3D bronze. I don't know if you watched these. I got your box. I got it actually last week when I landed back from Vegas. I wanted to do an unboxing. I wanted to open up. But I guess maybe I'll do that tomorrow night. I really am excited to see your boxes and show it off and hopefully incorporate that in my hunt. All right, we're at 10 minutes. I'm 30 seconds over. But that's it. I wrote down notes. I cover everything. AT box, lines, vertical, origami. No, nothing really happened. Don't fold it. Yeah, Giovanni made some good points. People in Discord. Would the author want you to fold? I mean, he talks about how much work he put in. It's a beautiful thing, work of art, the book. Do I think he wants us to fold up that page? I don't think so. I mean, I wanted someone else to do it, so I didn't do it, and I wanted to hear the results. And someone who has folded it has said they found some things. They haven't shared it, or they haven't wanted to be known publicly, so I'm not gonna say anything. But they don't have the box yet, so it can't be that amazing. So yeah, I'm in camp. Don't fold. Team, don't fold the map. And yeah, until proven otherwise, I'm just gonna go with the very simple interpretation. I mean, it narrows down to about a square mile of sloped, heavily wooded, snowy, icy mountainside, which is not easy to discredit or count out. And that's going to be my solve for the AT box is you go to Vermont, you follow that trail, and so you go on the AT trail, and then on the book, the map leads you off. It's the round, it's the Little Rock Pond loop, and then that connects to the Green Mountain Trail. All right, so the oven mitt, so you go up, and then you go down, and then there's the end arrow, and then there's the X somewhere. We don't know the scale, but somewhere in that, it's in between. Luckily, the forest doesn't go on forever. It goes on for about a mile, and then there's a pretty major highway. So I think it's there. That's gonna be my solve, and I don't even know if I'm gonna revisit this chapter. I just don't know unless someone does something groundbreaking on Discord and gives me another clue or idea, or the group comes up with something. I don't really know if there's that much more to this. I mean, maybe the box, maybe the curls on the mountain. Although the trail ends on a mountain. I think it's Green Mountain, so that could even be the Gold Mountain. I don't know. I really wish there was more, but I mean, maybe this is a simple one. He said it was easy. I think one of the boxes is going to be easy, and I'm rambling. All right, so we're cutting it 13 minutes. Sorry for taking too much time. All right, later. Bye.